Right, we've been just arrived at Barston Lake, so a 2-hour drive. We're up here to compete in the Barston Carp Cup. It's 31 competitors in it, so it's going to be a very good match, but it's not going to be as such a hauling match. It's only top 5 count. Top 5, your biggest top 5 fish will count. So there'll be a mad rush at the beginning, and then it'll ease out a bit, and hopefully we won't be kept up all night hauling. They're going to do the draw live because of the COVID and that. We can't do it in the restaurant. We've got to do it in the car park. But it's being done live on Carp Tips page on Facebook or whatever it is they're on. So hopefully we get a good draw, and we'll let you know later on.
Right, the draw has been made. We're about, I think probably about 2 hours into the match now. And yeah, quite a weird way of doing the draw really, because of the COVID, like Dad said. They had to do it on the phone. And I think there's 30 people in the match. I think we came out about 9th or 10th. Now, if it was a normal match where it was weight accumulated, we would be right up there. You know, there's about 10, 11 belting swims on Barston. Now, what I mean is by that, for catching lots of fish. Unfortunately, I mean, we didn't draw one of them areas. Not that you need to be in them areas, because it's your 5 biggest fish. So, oh, Dad just had a bleep there. But we're in an area where when we used to do matches on here, you didn't need no more than 250 or 300 pound of fish to actually win your section. So to be fair, we've probably drawn one of the worst sections on the lake. But going back to that 5 fish rule, to be fair, that can be won from anywhere. I mean, that could be won from literally fishing 5 yards down the margin, and you could catch 5 upper doubles and go and win the match. And that's the key to this match, you know. It's everyone's going to be using different tactics. People are going to be using pellets, sweet corn M. Some are going to be using small boilies, some big snowmans. Where'd you go with it? Because you need 5, it's your 5 biggest fish. I mean, you could catch 100 fish and the biggest fish be 17 pound, and the bloke next door to you have 5 fish and every single one of them's over 17. So it's an hard one to do at Barston. Obviously, like I say, we're 2 hours in. The draw, like I say, we're not in an area where we're going to catch loads, you know, but we're going to persevere with it. Like I say, we're only 2 hours in, but it's a good job that it is a 5 fish, you know, your biggest 5 fish, sorry, because if it weren't, we would be in trouble already, because like I say, we do know this lake, and it's been very kind to us in matches. So, oh, there's Dad's having a bleep again. Like I say, we're in peg 3, which is basically on a road bank, first few swims as you come up. Like I say, it's not the greatest of areas, but we're going to work it. We're basically using the same tactics on 4 rods at the moment. It's a tactic that we've caught a lot of fish on at Barston, and we're going to see how it goes. But like I say, it's very, very busy, but compared to Barston, there's thousands of carp in here, you know, so for the people getting all twitchy and that, there's no need to yet. But no, as for that, like I say, it's sorry, I'm just looking out, I've just seen a fish just jump over there. As for that, that's about it really at the moment. Like I say, we're just going to keep tweaking things and just see what one works and that, and we put a load of bait out and we'll go from there. But as we catch, we'll let you guys know, and when we get some scores, we'll let you know. Right, as you can see, Dad's panning the camera around now, and if you look opposite, it looks like something out of EastEnders, doesn't it? Albert Square, look at all the bivvies. But that's the art of match fishing. It is bivvy galore. But like I say, I've been down here a couple of times this end. We haven't done a lot. Most of the sessions we've done have been up the other end, and that's normally when you get the bigger fish up the other end, to be fair. Like especially a lot more of the bigger shoal. But no, I've never fished this peg, and nor's Dad, so but we'll give it a go. But as you can see, the pegging's well done. Everyone is quite well spread out. Sorry, the bloke next door, he's just cast a spom out, or a solid bag, whatever that was. But yeah, like I say, we're in the narrow bit here, and then it widens either side of us, so if they want to come from one end to another, they've actually got to, oh, and I've got a bite, there we go, film it. Right. It looks like Ben's got a bite. We're not sure if it's a liner. We'll wait and see what happens. It's gone up, the light's on. Just wait and see.
Bit of luck, it won't be our first fish. I had that exactly happened to me in my swim. It shot up and then just settled. But yeah.
Well, as you just see there, just had a little occurrence on the left-hand rod. Well, like I say, there are thousands of carp in Barston, and but the key to this match is actually getting the bigger fish. So tactics are going to be massive on this. Like I said earlier, what do you go in with? You know, it is one of those. As you can see, you know, everyone opposite, I can guarantee everyone is using something different, and it's whoever masters that art this weekend. I say there are 20 pounders in here. I mean, if you can catch 5 upper doubles, I think you're going to be in with a massive shout this weekend. If you catch a 20, that's a good one for it. That is a real good fish for a 20 pounder. So but it keeps it tight, keeps it interesting, and most of all it keeps everyone till the end, you know, which is what it's all about with the match fishing. But I think I'm going to bring this left-hand rod in, because I'm just going to make sure there wasn't a bream or a little carp attached to that, and we'll come back to you, hopefully, when we get a couple of fish.
Just had this one. We're waiting for the marshal to come and weigh it, but it could be about £10, which is what we're looking for.
Welcome to Barston.
Yeah. We're trying to catch the bigger fish, obviously, because we top 5 count. We've had a few 4-pounders and 5-pounders, and apparently they only count over £5 in this match. But from what I can make out, what we've been told, we're in second at the moment. So we'll just wait and see. Ben's just had another one. Looks a good common. Neil's just about to weigh it and call the weight.
Mate, give it a minute. Just go home. Right. 16.10. Oh. Yeah, 16.10.
16.10 it's been called. That's the biggest one of our batch so far. That's very pleasing. Well done, Ben.
Here he is, £16.10.
The size of his head.
And I think we'll get him back, he's had enough. Well, today it's been started off a bit slow.
It didn't it? Very slow.
We did start off slow, like I say, but we knew that we're in a section where, I mean, to be fair, we've probably had over 100, 120 pound of fish today.
Yeah.
Which is a lot, especially just for a day session. But when you're trying to get the, you know, your biggest ones,
Yeah.
you know, we've had a lot between like the £4 and £7 mark.
So, because here it's £5 or over, isn't it?
Well, exactly. I mean, we're doing all right. I mean, I think the time's probably about, what's the time now?
It's 6 to 6.
I say 6 o'clock. I mean, we've had a £9.6, £11.4. I think it's a 12.2, 12.12 and a 16.10 so far. They're the 5 biggest fish, and along this bank that we're on, we're actually in the lead. So yeah, so that's a result, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Straight away. I mean, we're not in, I would say, one of the flyers,
swims, yeah.
but because it's that 5 fish rule, it brings every peg into it, you know. And there's a few lads opposite. They've had a few today. I mean, obviously the flyer, I know definitely the flyer up near us, he's had a load.
The fountain,
yeah, he's done. But to be fair, I think my nan could catch a load in that swim. You know, loads of them, aren't they? They're having that. Do you know what I mean? So they just live in that swim. But
I think we've done all right in the swim we've got. I mean, we've kept the bait going in. We've put quite a bit of bait in. As I said, it was a very slow start. I think it must have been about 5 hours, wasn't it, before we had a bites?
Oh yeah, I mean, well, the match started at 10. Well, it's like they came on you, wasn't it? They came on you, it's like a pack of locusts, and I think you had 7 in about an hour. It just went mental. I think it was about 2 o'clock when you first had your first one.
Something like that, wasn't it? Yeah.
And but yeah, like I say, you know, it's an awkward one to know what to do with tactics. Obviously, we've done something right, and like I say, we're definitely in the lead this side. There's 16 pegs this side. There's 15 pegs the other side, and we're definitely in the lead this side, aren't we? So
yeah. So they've told us anyway.
I mean, obviously we're waiting for an update. But yeah, like I say, we're coming into that evening period now. It's probably about an hour's worth of light, but it has gone quiet for the last hour, hasn't it?
Very quiet, yeah. I'm hoping that during dark we might get some better fish. We know that you can get the better fish here during the dark hours.
Oh, especially up that end.
Yeah. We're at the wrong end, but we'll see. I mean, we're up there. We've got a chance. It's a long way to go. Yeah, don't finish till Sunday, so but at least we're up there.
No, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think we'll. Well, one thing I can say, we'll definitely catch more. I know that. But this one, just there. Like I say, it's trying to get the big uns. And there we go. Dad's right on cue now, and that's the hard thing about this match. But it makes it fair for everyone.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good idea, and it's something that we might toy with the elite in our match. Maybe put the feelers out with it, because I mean, Cottington ain't as peggy as probably this lake. You know what I mean? It can be one from any swim, but you know, this one is a. If it was, let's put it this way, if it was overall weight, like I said before, I mean, we'd be on about 120 £. We might have been doing half decent, really.
Yeah.
But I think over the period of 48 hours, we probably would have been in trouble, if I'm honest. I think we'd have been lucky if we come in the top 5, if I'm being honest. So, but yeah, that's it for the evening update. As you can see, Dad's made the take. He's just about to make me something to eat. You don't know about that, but he is. And hopefully we will come to you in the morning with about 10 different 20s and maybe 4 30s.
Yeah.
There ain't even a 30 in here, but that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
That'd be nice.
But yeah, like I say, we'll come back to you in the morning and we'll give you an update then. Right, well, morning after, as they would say, and as you can see, we both don't look the fairest in the land. It's welcome to Barston, as they would say. But the good news was, yesterday evening, luck would have it, we had a £20 common, didn't we?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
I mean, a £20 Barston is massive. You know, that's like a £40 somewhere else. You know what I mean? So there ain't many of them, and to get one of those in like your 5 biggest fish match is massive. So, but we did go in the league, didn't we, mate?
We was in the league with 75 something.
Yeah, I think 75, 12 or 10, whatever it was. The night was quite slow. We'll say slow, we had about 4 or 5, and all around the £10 mark. Obviously our smallest one at the time, I think, was £12 2, and then Dad had a 14.10. So obviously the £12 2 goes, 14.10 counts. We've just weighed in again. I think we're on 77, is it?
77.8.
But we dropped a second now, but overall, I believe first place is on, what did he say, 80? 81?
I think he said 81 something.
Right, so 81, so it's not a lot. Again, like I say, we've got a 14, a 13 and a 12. They're the ones obviously we want to try and get rid of today. It's going to be hard on a lake like this because there's so many fish around the £7, so but we'll keep trying. But
it was cold last night as well, wasn't it? It was really cold.
Well, it was stone cold last night.
We kept having to get out and come out to deal with the fish that we just couldn't count. So that's the nature of the match. I think it's still brilliant the way it's done.
Yeah.
So, but as with the score, you're probably going to nick a point here and there as the day goes on.
Yeah.
If you catch a 20, then you might nick about £5 or £6.
Yeah.
Which hopefully we'll do.
No, exactly. It's like I say, it's got to be around 7:30 now, something like that, I would think. Maybe 8 o'clock. Everyone's starting to get out of bed. Some of them will probably have a lay-in because they've been up most of the night, I expect. And we'll keep going. But like I say, the scores are quite tight. I think it's 81. and then us on 77 or just under 78. I think there's another team on 70, there's probably a couple on 60s, so it's not over yet. Like I say, we're probably just, well, we're not even 24 hours in.
No.
10 o'clock will be 24 hours, it finishes at 9 tomorrow morning. I just hope today that we can get a couple of fish around that 14, 15 pound mark. If we can get anything bigger than that, that's massive. That's massive news on Barston. You know, if we can hit something like the 17, 18 pound bracket, as well as with that 20, it's
we're niggling away at it,
yeah.
so you know, every fish that comes in, we've had, just before we started this filming, we've had about 3 or 4 in about the 5 or 6 pound bracket. Obviously we'll go straight back. You might see the scales behind us. We're trying to weigh the fish as we catch them, save the marsh will keep coming up.
It is hard work though,
It is, isn't it? I mean, I had a double taking at night which wiped both the rods out really. I got the fish in, and one of them was a good one, but I had to redo the rods and wrap them last night, you know. But that's the nature of the game. If you want to be in these matches, you've got to work at it.
Yeah, exactly. No doubt we'll have some more fish to show you today, but what we're going to do is instead of just showing you like the smaller fish, we're only going to show you like the bigger ones now, if that makes sense.
The ones that count.
Yeah, so if we catch any more that we need, we shall show you guys. Hopefully we might see Dwayne today at some point, if he's not too shy to come on camera. And that's the event organiser, and he can let you know what's going on in the future with some matches, and we'll take it from there, mate. I think it's time for another coffee.
Yeah, get the kettle on.
And hopefully we'll see you next, and Dad sees you next, one of us. He's holding one. Around the mid doubles or higher.
Yeah,
So,
20 would be nice.
Oh yeah, another 20.
Shoot us back up there.
I believe there's been 3 fish. I mean, one's been 19, we've had a 20, and the bloke opposite us has had a 21. I don't know if there's been any more, but them 3 fish are golden at the moment.
Yeah.
If you can get another one of those, if one of the 3 get another one of those, I would say that would probably cement you a top 3 finish.
Yeah.
What one it'll be, I don't know, but I think if one of them 3 teams get another big fish, you know, around that 19 to 22, 23 mark, whatever, or even 18 to say that, it's I think that could cement, especially like a third, second, maybe a first, I don't know, but it will definitely cement 100%. So all systems go.
We are expecting some rain today. Apparently this afternoon it's going to be pouring down. So it's pretty treacherous around this swim at the moment. It's going to make it more so. But we'll plod on. We'll bang on them with it and try and obviously win it or get on the podium.
Well, yeah, I think our aim always is just to get on the podium. If we win it, it's a result. But yeah, if we come in the top 3, it's just another title. I think that will make it 70 titles. That is correct. 70, not 7. 17, 70. It will make it 70 titles for the O'Connors since we started tournament fishing. And let's hope that we can get the magical 70 titles.
Right. Just a point, as we're filming, you might hear some aeroplanes going over. Birmingham Airport's just up the road, and their flight path is just behind us as they come into land. And they start roaring as they come past, so bear with us on that.
And if we get time, we'll go through some rigs, etc. And stuff like that, and maybe we might even do some bait, but then again we might not, because we know some of you competitors have been watching. So we'll see you soon.
Right. It's hard work at Barston because you have to keep putting a lot of bait out. That's why I've been sticking these out, and it takes a long time to get quite a few kilos out. We do it with the spun and spods as well, but this one's are making. Right, I've just had this one. Ben's weighing it in with the Marshall. So we've just got to see what this one comes out at. It's definitely a good double.
£17.4.
It's called £17.4. Looks like the rain's going to be coming in, the clouds are forming now, so I think it might make a difference to the fishing. Hopefully, we'll see. It is raining as I'm taking this filming, so just spitting a bit at the moment. Apparently we've got worse to come, we'll see.
Right, you just see me have battle there with one of Barston's many carp, and this is the culprit. I don't know, probably around 10-11 pound, which in a normal match situation I'd be loving it, thinking yeah, that counts. But unfortunately, because it's big as 5 fish, and the smallest fish that we got is 16 pounds, so appreciate the bite, mate, but he's no good to me. So coming on to that final morning now, and I believe we're still in second. We haven't had an update yet. I'm more hoping we're still in second, but it is very tight. I think we're only a pound behind the leader, but with the way it goes with big as 5 fish, that's quite a big lead. So try and spot this one back, and let's see if we. I think we need either a couple of 17s or an 18 certain. So let's get him back. Let's see if we can catch one. Right, well, we come to the last morning of the Barston Carp Cup. It's a match obviously run by Dwayne, the Carp Tips lads, on their Facebook page. And like I say, we don't know the scores yet. And I mean, last night we was in second. We was, I think, a pound or a pound and a half behind the leader. But no, I've enjoyed myself, and like I say, it's a beautiful morning, and we've been catching steadily. But like I say, it's just trying to get them bigger ones now, and it's been hard work, and trying to get them
It
bigger.
is, when you start off in the match, the first 5 count is great, and then you can better it by maybe ounces and pound. But when you start getting up into the 16, 17, 18, we've had a 20, to make them bigger, catch the bigger ones, it's hard. I mean, we've put dozens of them back that are just too small. But that's the nature of the match. I think it's been a brilliant match, and I definitely want to come back and do it again. It was really exciting. We've still got an hour to go. If we were lucky enough to catch a 20, I think we would go into the lead, or even an 18 pounder, we'd probably go into the lead. But it's quite remote for that to happen.
I think to be precise, I think I've worked it, or we both worked it out to be about £18, a couple of ounces or whatever.
4 ounces.
Was it 4 ounces? There you go, there it is. So, you know, on a lake like this, they're in here. There ain't loads, but they're in here. You never know. If you've got a bait in the water, you've always got a chance. So, but yeah, I mean, our 5 fish were a £20 common, 17.11, 17.4, 16.10 and a 16. So, you know, that was our 5 biggest fish in the match. But, you know, like Dad said, it's been a great match. It's a tiring match, isn't it? You know, it's, you know, welcome to Barston. You know, let's put it this way, all the lads that I would say are probably up there in the top 5, I can guarantee you now, each and every single one of them will be going to bed early tonight. So if you're one of those that goes home and you're going to bed at about 11 o'clock tonight, I can guarantee that you've not worked hard enough. But that's the nature of the beast at Barston. I even put a silly picture up on my Facebook page yesterday, just as a bit of a laugh to the lads, saying this is what Barston does to you. And I haven't read the comments yet. I'm sure there's going to be some amusing ones. But overall, I mean, we've done a lot of bait, haven't we?
Yeah. But what we've done, our tactics have worked. The tactics we've used are basically what we used to win competitions up here, you know, in the past. But we've come here, we've got in a swim which we thought was a mediocre one, and we've done quite well in it, to be honest.
Well, that's the thing, is like we were saying earlier, if it was weight accumulated match, I think we probably might have been in trouble. I think we'd have been in probably the top 6, something like that, but I don't think we'd have been near the podium. But with it being them biggest 5 fish, I even still think some of the worst swims on this lake can still have a chance. At the end of the day, if you just catch a couple of good ones that are in here and then build on the others with just some doubles, you'll be surprised how far it takes you. And like I say, it is a new format. It's the first time me and Dad have done it, and yeah, it's hard to get your head around it at first, you know, because you're like, do I go at it, don't I? And then you've got to change tactics. It's like a game of chess, this is. But like we said, we've enjoyed it. I don't know how many fish we've got on as footage. Obviously, being a match, it is awkward sometimes to keep getting cameras out, and the rain hasn't helped yesterday. And I mean, the swim, well, it's like a mud bath, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, so but like Dad said, there's an hour left of the match, and if anything changes, we shall let you guys know.
We'll let you know.
So big ups from me and Dad. You know, I just want to say a big thanks to Dwayne. I think he's got something good going here, and a big thanks to the marshals as well. I mean, I don't know the bloke's name on the far side, but obviously I know the marshal on this side. His name's Neil. He's done a great job. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much from me and Dad, and I'm sure from the competitors this side as well. And hopefully we'll all see you soon. But the other thing as well, lads, there's going to be a lot of carp content coming out on this Oconnor angle now. Like, there's loads coming, and if you subscribe to the channel, it's all free, and then you'll get it directly to your phones, etc. And like I say, there's going to be rigs on it, bait, matches, big fish, you know what I mean? So it's something worth subscribing to, and there, like I say, there's going to be a lot of content on it, and like I say, just let us know what you think as well. You know, it'd be nice to see some of their feedback, wouldn't it? You
some
know,
of the comments, good or bad.
yeah, exactly. Like I say, good or bad, and just let us know. You know, and another thing as well, let us know you might have some venues that you'd want us to go to.
Yeah.
And like we say, we might even bring one of you lot with us. Hope you're all good behind the camera. That'll be different. But no, like we said, there's an hour to go. As far as I'm aware, I think we're still in second.
We hope we're still in
Yeah,
second.
I think it's more hope. And I think it's time for that dreaded pack down, and then a nice 2-hour drive home. But most of all, let's go and have a roast dinner and see the girls. So. Right, we've come to the end of the Barston Carp Cup, which is part of the Carp Tips Facebook page and etc. And we came second. We came at £87 9oz, I believe, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously, we've got nice little trophies and that, and a nice £600 as well. And so, thoughts on the match?
Yeah, I thought it was a brilliant match, well run. Our Marshall was brilliant. He was on the ball all the time. But yeah, it's hard because you're putting loads of fish back. I mean, we had hundreds of fish, but it's the top 5, isn't it?
Yeah.
And when you start getting up into the 16s, 17s and onwards, you know, you're catching 12-pounders, 8-pounders. You know, some of them are close. You have to weigh them before you call the marshal. But I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. It's good to be back at Barston.
Yeah, well, exactly my words. It was good to be back at Barston. It's a place that's been very kind to us, and I would like to think how much money and trophies we've took from this place in the past, but I know it's a lot. But yeah, to come back to Barston and come second, it was great. I mean, the one thing this morning, I mean, we was flopping 12 and 13 pounders back, you know, it was unnocking them in the edge, you know. We needed another one over 16, but I think the weights ended up at 83, 87, and I think it was 89, or was it 90? It was something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway. But yeah, very, very close towards the end. But but well done to the marshals from me and Dad.
Yeah.
They did a great job. Well done to Dwayne, and I can't wait until the next ones. I mean, watch out for further information. Obviously, we're going to have meetings with Dwayne, and hopefully there'll be more. We're going to get involved more now with it, and he's asked us to, and to make the competition bigger and better, mate. So, but that's it from the O'Connors.
There's the trophy.
There's the trophy. Like I said before, subscribe to the channel. There's loads more content coming out, and we'll see you again sometime.
Bye for now.
Ta-da.